Right, hey there everyone. Today I am going to force choke this DF54. Yep, I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with it. A lot of you have been reaching out to us saying, why does it keep choking? Why does it keep choking? And today I'm going to show you what happens when I choke. When I choke the DF54. Right? Now to make this slightly fair, I'm just going to keep the burst as it is. Alright, I don't think that'll make much of a difference. It's definitely seasoned, but not as, I wouldn't say it is very significant to its impact. Of course, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the declumper. So yeah, now without further ado, I'm going to show you how I'm going to change out the declumper first. The reason why I'm going to change out the declumper is because this is a brand new set of declumpers right here. As you can see, I'm not going to season the flap at all. It's just going to be straight. The DF54 gives out Allen keys, I think most likely for the 64Vs and the 83Vs, and yeah, you definitely get them in those. You might get them in some of the other grinders as well. Do check the box and the information as well as to what you get. Always look out for the Allen keys. They come in 3 sizes, 2, 3 and 4. So the 2s usually come with the 64V, yeah, and it might also come for the DF54, I'm not too sure. But any Allen key will work if it's a 2mm Allen key. I'm going to remove this. Now, once you remove the indicator notch, you can completely remove the collar. Alright, make sure to keep your screws aside somewhere. Now, my indicator notch is a bit cracked over here, but you can still use it, it's fine. Moving the collar. I have not lubricated this in a while, so we are coming with something that is quite stiff. Okay, great. Here the burrs. As you can see, it's quite clean, not too bad, not too shabby, no residues. Now, a lot of you are asking, hey, there are screws missing, there are screws missing on your Gen 2s, your 83s, any vertical grinder that you get from DF64. Look, the screws are inside here, okay? In these 2 holes right here. Use the Allen key, go through it like this, and loosen them. Right? They are set screws. You're not going to see any cross hits. Take a closer look. It's coming out. See? It's right here. Take it out. Looks like this. Okay? Put it in front of you, or anywhere that you can like keep track of so that it doesn't go missing. Done. Next thing you're going to do is remove the screw here. So as you have a screwdriver that can grab the heads of the crosshead, that would be great. The magnetic one would be good as well. Yeah. Next, just give it a gentle yank. Done. Next thing, you're going to remove these 2 screws that secures the inner chute. Okay, gently put it out. As you can see, that is my declumper that I've used since my first video with this DF54. DF54 is great for beginners out there because you definitely need to learn some form of discipline when it comes to maintenance of the grinder. With any device you purchase, I would say you need discipline. Now you see the declumper flaps, they're not all the way out like this, they're not all the way out like that, it's just here, okay? Putting in the new declumper now. Not even going to season the flaps, okay? Just going to create a force stroke. It's fine. tuck in the wires. It comes with an N-ion generator. For a grinder of this price coming with an N-ion generator is really a steal at this point. Always make sure that your grinder is turned off, especially from the sockets, or you're going to get a slight shock. Great, done. There you go. Take the screw. If you want a more in-depth video on how to replace the declumpers, you can check out the video on swapping out the declumpers for the 54. I'm pretty sure I have that. Great, it's done. Check, are we forgetting anything else? Yes, we're forgetting these screws. If you lose them, you can get them from the nearest DIY shop. Your grinder should still be able to work fine without the set screws. Just that your chute might be a little bit loose. Alright, done. Now let's choke this grinder. DF54. There's no like manufacturer's marking here to see which one is in front. Just remember, there's a hole there for your indicator notch. And voila, done. Clean the threads if you have to. For me, it's fine. Allen key. Done. Right. Next. So your grinder back on. Now. That was me starting at 0. Most likely that sound is it hitting the declumpers because it's not seasoned. Alright, should be fine. Let's take a look at the condition of our declumpers in a bit. Now I have a cup full of beans, dark roast, okay? I'm gonna set it at something super fine because sometimes you make a mistake of setting it way too fine. I'm gonna do it at 5. Alright, I'm going to do this at 5. And 5 is way too fine, if you ask me. And when you, usually with dark roast, if you go way too fine, there's a lot more grounds coming through because the volume's a lot more. That can choke, especially with the new declumpers that are not seasoned, right? What happens then? So usually if you can get the grind setting right at the start, maybe not too fine, let's say somewhere around 20, it should be able to produce fines slightly big enough for you to push the declumper through. As you use the grinders are always great to be used right out of the box. If you get your grind size wrong or anything like that, sometimes these things happen. And let's say if you don't, like what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to accidentally choke it, okay, with the fines. I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot it. It's very easy. Okay, that's good. Hopefully I can choke this. It's at 5. Put a whole cup in there. just like clog the shoe. That was the first grind, okay? That's the first grind. That surprisingly just went through, okay. Second grind. I'm not even gonna bellow. That's close to 50 grams back to back. I'm not gonna clean the chute, I'm not gonna bellow it, I'm not gonna do anything, just... Yes! 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 It is choking! Right. Nothing's coming out. Let me try again. Oh, there you go. It is choked. Ladies and gentlemen, we have choked it. I mean, not ladies and gentlemen, I mean, everybody. However you wish to identify as. We have choked the grinder. First thing we're going to do is what you're probably very used to, which is cleaning up after a choke. Yes, it is frustrating when it chokes. Scoop it all up. Now this is me choking the grinder when I'm not even doing a chute swipe up the chute to clear the ionizer probes or whatever residue that's there, especially when you're grinding so fine for dark roast. There's bound to be some residue left over because the consistency is almost like flour, it's going to stick. So next thing I'm going to do is what I did just now, which is remove the collar and the upper burr carrier and then clean out the burr chambers. Now can you see that? Can you see the choke? Next, take a brush, pin brush. Can break these apart. If you have a vacuum, that's great. If you don't, that's fine. Cleaning is going to be a bit of a hassle, yes. This back and okay, great. Next thing I'm going to do is hold this down, loosen this, and remove the lower burr carrier. So if the choke is to this extent where you can't even like clean it without removing your lower burr carrier, just remove it. It's not that difficult to put back. As you can see, it looks like this, and I'm going to... Great. I see there's an excess over here, right? Clear that area. Just look at that. Now I push the brush through, clear it like this, okay? Completely cleared. Great. Now I'm gonna invest in a vacuum if you can. Does wonders for everything. Now we're going to check the condition of the chute. Be careful not to over tighten your chute with this screw. It can break that small notch over there. Chute looks really clean, so nothing escapes. Now we're going to check the condition of the declumpers. As you can see, even at its most stiff, after grinding that much, your declumpers will definitely be seasoned. But if a choke happens, it's probably because of that, or you're grinding too fine. Check the condition of it. See, it's not broken, everything's good. In fact, once you put your brush through it, it's seasoned. So it naturally looks like this, okay, as compared to how it looked before. Now don't rush the process. Remember, when you clog, a few things have happened, okay? 1, your declumpers may be damaged, check them. 2, when you're removing stuff, things may fall through, check for them, try and get as much things out. 3, check the conditions of your lower berth carrier as well. Sometimes damage could occur because of the amount of stress being applied when you grind too finely. And 4, it gets overheated. Let it cool down for a bit. It should be fine. Take the bellow. There you go. And last but not least, we're gonna test this again. Never start your grinder at 0. You'll damage your burst. Now I know 5 was too fine, so let's go to 20, okay? This should give it enough time to cool down a bit. There you have it. You see my burrs? They are spinning. They are alive. It's not the end of the world. The recommended dosage is always around 20 grams. Let's see if you can handle more than that. Proper steps to make sure that my grinder doesn't choke. The chute swipe. It's not that difficult to spend a few seconds doing a chute swipe right after you do a grind. Just 2, 3. Coming back right after a choke. And you're still able to grind this much. Alright, great. There you have it. Force choking the DF54. and then troubleshooting again, and then bring it back to life. So trust me, your DF54 works fine. Chokes can happen. This is the smallest grinder in our entire series. The chutes are going to be narrower, smaller burrs, more effort to grind more, especially when you're grinding fines. Remember, when a choke happens, relax, okay? Take it apart, go through the tedious part of like vacuuming and emptying the burr chambers. Cleaning out the chute is important. Make sure that it's completely clean. Check the condition of your declumpers. Let it cool down a bit, because the motor may have been overheated because of the choke. Right? Once that's all done, you should be back to grinding in no time. That's that. Just take a look at any other parts that could be affecting you. Let's say, for example, if like some of the other cases that are a bit more abnormal, that you need to reach out to us so that we can help you troubleshoot by sending parts over. Probably is like when you feel static over here, that means it's not earthed properly, you might need a new earthing wire. All those kind of things, we will guide you on how to troubleshoot them. This grinder, the DF series, treat it like Lego. Treat it like building blocks. You can take it apart, clean it, put it back to how it was, and it will work for you. Your ranges from 64 onwards allows you to customize the burrs to suit your coffee needs. At the end of the day, these grinders are made to be as accessible as possible to you guys, that you can even troubleshoot it on your own. You don't have to bring it to a service center. You can if you want to. That's not under us. You have to pay for the servicing charge and everything. But at the end of the day, you can do it on your own. We'll be there to guide you. Check out this video on how to do it. Don't be scared when you get a choke. It happens. It's all a part of coffee making. Grinding your coffee, making the espresso, or the filter pour. It's a great grinder for beginners to start off with. It's a steal. You're robbing us blind. So if you want to start off with this, you can. If you want to spend a little bit more just to do a lesser maintenance, if you will, DF54 onwards. Those series, the bigger burrs, they can handle a higher workload. But yeah, other than that, this grinder is still good. So check it out and let us know what you think about this video in the comment section down below, and what you want to see next. Until next time. Ciao!